only going to do this once, but if you're too lazy to hit the subscribe button to watch the last 2 episodes, here's what you missed. In episode 2, I asked the question, should I burn this Greg Jeffries rookie card or not? And that's because I'm on a 300 card challenge. At the end of episode 2, I explained why I'm doing this 300 card challenge. The fact is that I just have too many cards, because there's cards I'd like to have, and there's also a lot of cards that I don't need. Right now, there are 8 million cards on the board, but I was able to sell 2 million through the estate sale, so that brings me to 6 million cards. If I burn the Jeffries along with the 6 million other cards, then my problems are solved. Not so fast. Why? What's the problem? You forgot about honoring your father's memory. Oh yeah. The reason I got into this hobby was because my dad turned me into a teenage dealer at the age of 13. And then I worked for 50 hours a week from the age of 13 to 18. That means you can't burn all your cards. Rats. So how am I going to climb this mountain? I have an idea. What is it? In order to get from the mountain to the 300 cards, we need to have a plan. Interesting. Go on. I think we could fit 300 cards in these 2 cases. What do you think? Maybe. So let me get this straight. In order to climb the mountain, I have to consolidate our PC into those 2 cases? Yes, exactly. Think of it like a path to success. What are you still doing here? Go back to the studio. Now that you're all caught up, what should we do first? Can we start picking cards? Yeah, why not? In episode 1, I showed you this Google Sheet. If you'd like to use this sheet yourself, just go to the special Facebook group, Card Hoarder Nation. The links are in the description below. So where do I begin? How many cards are on the board again? What does the card counter have to say? That's right, 6 million cards. How am I going to pick 300 cards from a 6 million card hoard? Since I'm trying to honor my father's memory with this 300 card challenge, why not start with his favorite player? Mickey Mantle. These are all the Mantle cards that I have. So let's count how many cards there are. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 total Mantle cards. So what I've done already is enter in all the cards except for a couple, so we're going to enter them in right now. But let me show you what these cards are first. So the first one is the checklist. The second one is the singles game. The third one is the batting foes. Then this is the 61, the 62, the 63, the 64, the 65, then the 66. So actually made a mistake. So this should be a 1968. And then we're going to enter in Mickey Mantle 1969. So that'll be tops, ungraded, and the number on the back of the card is number 500. Wow, that wasn't hard at all. Don't get cocky, kid. So how many cards do I need to get rid of again? 5,999,700 cards to go. 5,999,000 cards. Sell one now. Pass it around. 5,999,699 cards to go. I think climbing the mountain might be easier than selling the card hoard. No, it's not. Stick to selling sports cards. So if you're a card hoarder like me, what's the easiest way to sell your cards in 2023? That's a good question. I've been collecting cards for the last 40 years, but I haven't sold a card since 1997. And back in the day, there were only 4 ways to sell your cards: card shows, dealers, friends, and auctions. But now there's many more options to sell your cards. How many options are there? There are 8 ways to sell your cards in 2023. There's card shows, dealers, friends, and auctions, as well as eBay, ComC, MySlabs, and every other third-party app. Wow, that's a lot of options. So how easy is it to sell cards on these digital apps? That's a good question, and I guess we're going to have to find out.
You've got mail.
Hold on a second, I just got an email. What's the email say? Yes! Can I get a drum roll, please? Card counter, show me how many cards are left on the board. I'm still not out of the woods, but I'm feeling really good about this challenge now. So who bought the cards? Do you remember the Craigslist ad I talked about in episode 2? Well, that guy who messaged me about my entire collection said that he would buy all of the sealed cases that I had. How many sealed cases were there? I had 30 sealed cases. That's a lot of cards. Yes, it is. And now that I have all the sealed cases sold, I can focus more energy on trying to sell the 5,000 count boxes of sorted and unsorted cards. That doesn't sound like fun to me at all. Are you sure we can't turn this channel into a mountain climbing show? Did I make it to the top? I'm out of breath. Oh. Agua. Somebody give me water. Whose idea was this anyway? If I'm going to meet this 300 card challenge, I have to figure out a way to sell all of these cards. I think I can. What? It's the power of positive thinking. Knock it off, you two. YouTube wants to know what I'm going to do next. eBay scares me. Why does eBay scare you? It just seems like so much work. I mean, first you have to take photos of the front and back of cards, then you have to write all the eBay listings, and if you don't post every single day, then eBay doesn't even boost your store to the top of search. Why can't you do what Card Collector 2 does? Yeah, what he said. I wish. But the truth is that Card Collector 2 has done a really great job of building up his social media so he can sell his cards directly to his audience. And? I don't have an audience. Oh, right. My bad. I'm just going to have to buckle down and sell cards the old-fashioned way. Take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. Are you sure you don't want to at least give eBay a try? Okay. I did some research on the best ways to sell on eBay, and this is what I found. Ooh, the secret to eBay. The secret to eBay is posting one new listing every single day. That's it? Well, the problem is if you don't post every single day, then the eBay algorithm doesn't see your store. What do you mean? Here's the best strategy I found to boost your eBay sales. If you want to get the eBay algorithm to recognize your store as active, then you must post a new listing every day for 90 days in a row. 90 days? That's a lot. Yes, I know. But when you post one new listing every day for 90 days in a row, then the AI bot sees your store as active, and eBay rewards active stores by pushing them to the top of search. But how can you post one new listing a day for 90 days in a row? Isn't that a lot of work? It is, but there's an eBay hack that I found that I can share with you. Now, I've broken this eBay hack into 4 separate categories: card selection, photos, listing, and schedule. Now, the first part of this eBay hack is selecting the 90 cards that you want to sell. So choose 90 cards and then set them aside for later. The second part of this hack is that you have to take photos of the front and back of the cards all in one day. So do 90 photos, front and back in one day, and then you have that done. The third part of this hack is where you actually write out all of the eBay listings. And one of the biggest roadblocks for people selling on eBay is that it takes so long to write the listings because there's so many different details. So if you have the photos done already, when you get to the listings, you can just fly through and get all 90 listings done in one shot. Then the fourth hack is where you have all the listings done and then you schedule them out one new listing a day for 90 days in a row. I'm exhausted just listening to that explanation. Oh wait, there's more. Don't forget that you have to check your eBay account every single day, because when a card sells, then you also have to go back and do processing and shipping. Does this mean we're going to sell on eBay? Eventually, but so far I've only picked 26 cards. Now you know why everyone hates to sell on eBay. I didn't want to have to do this. Have to do what? I have to set up as a dealer again. No way. You haven't been a dealer in 30 years. Do you even remember how to be a dealer? I'm not that old, but I did create a Card Show dealer checklist. If you want to download it, it's inside the Card Hoarder Nation Facebook group. The link is in the description below. What's on the checklist? There are 10 items on the checklist. Here's a quick preview. So how'd we do? Yeah, how many cards did we sell? You want to find out how we did? Card counter? Show me how many cards are left on the board. Hey, not bad. Wow, we sold a lot of cards. Did we sell anything interesting? I think so. I sold this 1970 Rack Pack. I also sold this John Elway Rookie Cello Pack, as well as I sold a whole bunch of wax boxes, like 1993 baseball, 1992 basketball, and 1989 Topps hockey. Did I just hear another email? Oh yeah. Good news? It's very good news. Card counter, show me how many cards are left on the board. I don't believe it. We started with 8 million cards. I know. Don't remind me. Congratulations. That's a big achievement. Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to thank the sports card community for this award. Settle down. The 300 card challenge isn't over yet, and I still have 500,000 cards to go. So what's the problem? The problem is the hobby has changed a lot in the last 40 years, and in fact, some of the things that used to be taboo in the past are no longer taboo in 2023. Like what? For example, it was a big no-no to get an autograph on card. What? Yes, back in the day, if you got an autograph on card, you were defacing the card. But in 2023, everyone wants an auto on card. What else has changed? Card grading. What about card grading? Back in the day, nobody sent their cards in to get graded. It just wasn't a thing. But in 2023, if you don't grade your cards, people look down on you. Ouch, that hurts. Thank you. It does hurt. And not only that, but grading can add up really fast. Is there any way around it? Not really. What's in the box? Oh, you noticed this box. Well, inside this box,